If you want to double the effectiveness of your workouts, stop just struggling with yourself. Smart people know how to leverage external forces, using small efforts to achieve big results. The essence of leveraging is to achieve the greatest benefit at the lowest cost. This is a survival wisdom hidden in biological evolution for millions of years. Take a look at nature. Monkeys can swing farther by using tree branches. Dandelions spread their seeds by riding the wind. And when humans move large boxes, they don't just foolishly try to lift them by hand. They use a cart to move the heavy load by leveraging force. In fact, when it comes to yoga practice, your physical limits are often not about whether you have enough strength, but whether you're using the right methods. For example, some people forcefully bend their spines backward, and the more they practice, the stiffer their lower backs become. It's easy to get stuck in a cycle of struggling against yourself, putting in a lot of effort for a little reward. But if you use a wall and take advantage of the wall's counterforce to extend, you can actually open up your chest much more easily. Using leverage isn't about being lazy. It's like in the workplace, where leveraging your team's resources will always get you further than fighting alone. And leveraging your body is simply about applying that same intelligence to yourself. If your workouts always feel pointless, let me introduce you to 4 truly powerful allies: gravity, counterforce, elasticity, and friction. Work well with these 4 external forces, and they can turn you from someone who puts in ineffective effort into someone who achieves results effortlessly. The first external force, gravity. Gravity is the force that pulls you toward the ground every day. It's like a strict drill instructor, using pressure to push out your potential. On the surface, it always drags you down to the ground, deliberately making things difficult for you. For example, when you do planks, it makes your shoulders ache from the pressure. When you do handstands, it pulls at you, making it hard to keep your balance. But as long as you actively resist gravity, engage your core, and lift your torso, gravity turns into your own resistance trainer, helping you activate your deep muscles more precisely and making your body lines firmer. This strict drill instructor is very principled, never making exceptions and never going easy on those who slack off. If you let your lower back sag, it will worsen your back pain, making the lesson unforgettable. But if you engage your muscles properly, it will help you exert force more efficiently. The second external force is the reaction force. A reaction force means that whatever force you exert on it, it pushes back on you with an equal force. It's like a comrade fighting alongside you in motion, always giving you timely feedback. But it never gives unilaterally, nor does it ever show up without reason. For example, when practicing Warrior Eye, if you press your foot firmly into the mat, it will push back up along your leg, helping you open your chest and straighten your back. But if your foot is always lightly touching the ground, it will respond perfunctorily, making you unstable and causing your knees to cave inward. Reaction force is like a mirror, precisely reflecting the extent of your effort. The third external force is elasticity. Elasticity is a kind of force that first deforms and then rebounds. It's more like a strategist, able to flexibly resolve crises, skillfully manage tension and relaxation, hold the line when needed, and seize opportunities when they arise. For example, when you step on a Bosu ball, the ball gets compressed and dents downward under the pressure. It's as if this strategist first bends down to absorb the impact, deforming to cushion the body's pressure. Joints like the knees and ankles no longer have to bear the brunt of direct forceful impact. In effect, it adds a layer of safety to your movements. But once it dents to a certain extent, the Bosu ball starts to build up resistance. The elastic potential energy of the rubber material keeps accumulating as it deforms, quietly storing power while yielding. This rebound force pushes up through the sole of your foot, prompting the muscles in your thighs and glutes to actively contract and stabilize your body, making your training more effective. This kind of elasticity can constantly switch between cushioning, storing energy, and rebounding. It not only keeps you safe, but also pushes you to break through your limits, embedding the wisdom of strength into every deformation. The fourth external force is friction. Friction is like countless tiny hooks that grip tightly when in contact, refusing to let go, channeling your strength exactly where it needs to go. Friction is much like an examiner. From the moment you touch the ground, it starts testing you using countless invisible little hooks to check whether your force is applied precisely. Any slight deviation will cost you points. For example, when doing downward facing dog, the friction of the yoga mat hooks onto your palms and soles. If your center of gravity is off or your hands and feet are just barely touching the mat, those little hooks that are supposed to grip tightly will loosen and fail to hold on. This breaks the chain of force, causing your knees or trapezius muscles to compensate, your posture to become misaligned, and your body to wobble. No matter how much effort you put in, it won't be applied where it's needed, so naturally, you won't get a perfect score. This instructor is also very attentive. When he notices that you're ready to advance a bit, he'll give you new challenges, such as having you practice balance on a slippery surface to test your core control and muscle coordination. The smoother the contact surface, the greater the demand for control over your body, which pushes you to break through to even greater strength. This is why you'll see some teachers, like yoga instructors, prefer to practice wearing slippery socks. Ultimately, practicing smart is much more important than just practicing hard. Try to get along well with these four forces. By leveraging the power of these four big players, you'll no longer be that stubborn person fighting against yourself. Instead, you'll be someone who knows how to go with the flow, exert force at the right moment, and achieve big results with minimal effort. A truly smart practitioner.